Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. This is my next installment of monitoring my beauty purchases. So this is a new series for my channel. It's kind of, it's a spin-off from doing a low buy last year, but this is a glorified haul video. So if you are on a low buy or a no buy, do not watch this if you feel like watching other people's hauls is going to want to make you purchase things. This is not like, this is, I don't want to enable anyone who is trying to minimize their purchasing. I am trying to minimize my purchasing, but it's not working out so well. I do feel like I'm doing better from previous years, but look, you guys will know by watching this series that I've purchased quite a bit this year, and we're only a quarter of the way through. So, you know, it's a difficult one, but this is kind of the realities of being a makeup junkie. So I'm going to go through all of the things that I purchased in March. I'm going to talk about why I purchased them and how I feel about the products now. So yeah, let's dig in. The first thing I want to start with is actually in this palette. It's not Makeup Forever stuff. The Clionadh eyeshadows. So ignore pretty much everything up here. It's just a couple down here that I actually purchased. Why are you struggling, camera? Why? Thank you. So in February, I ordered some Clionadh eyeshadows. I think I only ordered 5. They arrived in March, and in that package were actually a bunch of other products that they sent us. Camera, I can't do this with you today, mate. Clionadh left a little note in the package that said they recognized who the order was coming from and they've been planning to send us some stuff, so they took the opportunity to include some more eyeshadows. So I ended up with a lot more than I purchased. Camera, I'm gonna friggin' kill you. My camera will simply not focus on this palette when I hold it up. It's just like, no, see? No, not doing it. Anyway, I purchased, I think, like 5 or something. Let's see if I can get it to focus this way. So I know I purchased this shade, still not focusing properly. I know I purchased this one and this one. I also purchased some of the blues, and I think maybe this purple, or I don't know, this one, I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember, but they sent like a whole bunch of other shades. I know I purchased 5 or 6 of them, and something else that I have learnt very recently is I think I really need to stop buying eyeshadows, because not because I have so many of them. I do. I've probably got, in total, if we take like singles, loose, all the individual shadows in palettes and, you know, stuff like that, I've probably got thousands and thousands of eyeshadows. Like, I'm not even kidding. I should count them one day. I feel like I have lost a lot of passion for eyeshadows, and it's strange because I see a palette or I see single eyeshadows and they do that thing where I'm like, that's speaking to me, I want to purchase it, so I purchase it, and then the shine is gone after using them like once or twice. So yeah, I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but I just don't really, I'm not feeling a lot of passion for eyeshadows at the moment. Like, here's an example. Very recently, and this is a bit of a sneak peek for April's purchases, I brought the Vis Art Soleil palette, and I'm wearing it today. It's the first time I've used it, and I really love it. The colors, like, I'm just going to show it to you. This is not being included as a purchase for this video for March because I did not buy it in March, but since we're talking about it, I feel like I have to reference it. There it is. It is like this is a little stunner. This is me in a palette, me in a mini palette. It is so perfect. But I've used it once and I'm already thinking about what I want to use next. And I can tell you, it's not any of my new palettes. I'm actually thinking about my old palettes I've had for years. So yeah, I don't think about these eyeshadows that are in here and go, oh my god, I can't wait to use them. There's some beautiful shades, and mate, there are some fucking beautiful shades in here. By the way, while we're at it, because I'm struggling with this, I hate this palette. It is annoying as fuck. You can't get it open. Got to do stupid shit to open it up. Like some of these shades, like, oh, beautiful formula, really pigmented. Like, look at them. They're stunning, but I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I need to not buy eyeshadows. I need to like detox from eyeshadows hardcore because I'm just not feeling, I'm not feeling it with eyeshadows at the moment. And I feel like if I keep buying eyeshadows, it's only going to get worse. So what I'm realizing at the moment is that my passion for eyeshadows, new eyeshadows, is extremely low. The passion is there when I see something that I don't own and I'm like, oh, I want to buy that. But when I actually have it in my hot little hands, I just, yeah, I'm not feeling it. So I think a no buy for eyeshadows is on the cards. Whether I can actually do that is a completely different story. Let's move on. I went to Salon Melbourne or Beauty Expo Melbourne. I bought a bunch of gel nail polishes, and the most damage done was at the Biosculpture stall. I bought 2 color adjusting shades. So hang on, what am I doing? Too many things in my hands. So these are the color adjusting shades that I picked up. This is a purple to a blue, and this is a red to an orange. I'm wearing the red to orange now. This is the cold color. Just minutes ago, before starting to film this, I had both shades up. I was cold and warm, apparently. I'm just gonna try and warm it up for you so you can see. So that's the warm color, and it's gonna adjust back to the cold color. So it's like red to orange. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're not cheap. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but it's like, I think they're like 20 something dollars a bottle. Absolutely love them. And then I got 2 standard colors, like flat shades. I've got Olivia and Amber. So Amber is probably similar to what the cold shade of this is. It's like an orangey coral color, and Olivia is a teal, dark teal. Then I got a glitter. This is Elsie, and it's like a silvery blue glitter. It is probably one of the best glitter gel formulas that I've ever seen. It was insane, completely opaque in 2 coats, 2 really, really thin coats. So that is, I love it. Biosculpture is it's not something that you can buy unless you have, like, unless you're a professional in the field. So if you wanted to get some Biosculpture color on your nails, I would suggest finding a salon that does it near you. The next gel polishes that I purchased were from OPI, and look, kind of similar. I got like a bluey teal, but these, where is it? These are, you can see, they're different. They're very different. This is a lot more blue. This is in the shade Suzi-san Climbs Fuji-san. Really, really pretty color. And I love the OPI gel formula. It is very good. This one that I purchased is called Somewhere Over the Rainbow Mountains. Now, while I was there, I was wearing a gel polish. No, I was wearing a normal polish from OPI, and I knew that they would be at Beauty Melbourne, so I was like, I'm gonna wear this polish and I'm gonna find it in a gel because I love it. Problem was, it was a mini that I was wearing and I didn't check the name of the polish. So instead of actually putting the name on the minis, they just put the number, like the code of what shade it is. So it's NLF 16 and she thought it was this shade. It wasn't. This shade is actually called Tickle My Francie and it is more of a grey with a mauve hint than this. This is like a pinky nude. Still a beautiful color. I really like it, and I don't have a lot of pinky nudes in my gel range, so I was like, it's okay, but I really wanted Tickle My Francie, so one day I will get it, but for now I'm not really in the need of any more gel polishes. I pretty much got everything that I would need for using as like a base under glitters or color adjusting shades, and I've got my sort of trendy on, like, you know, colors that I'm currently enjoying, so I don't need any more gel polishes. The last thing that I purchased was actually a base coat because I was getting low on base coat. This is the Strengthen Gel Base Coat, so it's supposed to help strengthen the nails while you use it, and I've used it a couple of times now. I really like it, so brand new base coat, pretty happy with that. I knew I needed one, so I'd planned to make that purchase. The colored polishes weren't really on my mind to purchase other than Tickle My Francie, which I ended up not getting anyway. But they, yeah, when I saw them, I was like, okay, I need to have that. Other things that I purchased at Beauty Melbourne were some Inglot items. So I picked up one of these. This is a body sparkle. It's in the shade 47, and I've had my eye on these for a long time. They're really expensive. They're like, I don't know, $30 or something ridiculous. But it's a tiny, tiny pot, and inside it is a loose, sparkly product. Far out. So I finally got one because I wanted one. This one looks very much like Stylishly Merry, except it sparkles. It sparkles so much it looks like it's moving. It's insane. The next thing I purchased from Inglot were 2 of their gel liners. So I picked up 66. This is still sealed. I haven't opened it yet. This is sort of like a teal aqua. It's not quite teal, but it's not quite blue. It's got some green in there. And I also grabbed 79. This is a red. Now the reason I purchased this, and I have used it, the reason I purchased this was because I wanted a gel that was the same color as the Suva Beauty one, and I thought this might be close. I don't think they are close. I'll swatch them and show you. So I purchased this one to try it out, and I used it and I could tell straight away, like, they're not quite the same. So here they are. The darker one is Inglot. This one is Suva Beauty. Okay, these are strange. They're not strange. It's apparent the difference when they're on the eyelids. So the Suva Beauty one pops like nobody's business when it's actually on your face. It's insane. The vibrancy of it is out of this world. It's absolutely stunning. Whereas the Inglot one, it looks, I don't know why, it just looks really run-of-the-mill red. They don't compare when they're on the eyes. They are slightly similar. A Suva Beauty one looks more orange toned when it's compared to the Inglot one, but I don't know. I think the Suva one just looks more true vibrant red when it's on the eye, whereas the Inglot one, I don't know, it's not the same. They're not the same, and I think if you are looking for something that really does explode with like red on the eye, Suva is certainly the way to go. So I'm still on the hunt for a gel option that is like the Suva one, but yeah, Inglot didn't quite hit the mark. However, this is why I was going for the Inglot one, because they don't come off. While we were at Beauty Melbourne, we met a subscriber named Zara who recommended that we check out the Eco Tan stall. And she specifically recommended the pink Himalayan salt scrub. So this is a body scrub, or body, hands and face, it says, suitable for all skin types. And I'm pretty low on body scrubs and I really love them. I use them quite regularly. So I picked up that one very happily. It was a good deal. I'm excited to try that. While we were there, I believe she also recommended the Glory oil. So this is a face oil. It's got Inca Inchi, acai and pumpkin seed oils. I tried that like on my hand while I was there. That seemed really nice, so I'm excited to try that one out. And we also, because Kat and I bought the same things, but I also grabbed the Winter Skin. So this is a gradual tanning moisturizer in light medium. I occasionally use the Jergens Natural Glow, and I really like that just for sort of making me not so pasty white. So that's almost empty, so I picked up one of these. I don't fake tan. This would be considered a fake tan, but I'm not one of those people who uses like the tanning mousse or anything like that. I can't be fucked. It's just like, it's too hard basket for me. But something like this, easy to use, and it just gives me a tiny bit of color, which is what I like. I'm keen to play with all of those Eco Tan products. I feel like, okay, I probably didn't need the Glory oil. I do have quite a few facial oils in my stash, but that one was really nice. And because the trade show, like, they offer a discount, and that particular stall had a really, really good discount, I was like, this is a good opportunity to try it, so I'm gonna get them. Happy days. Okay, my last purchases for March were foundations. I bought 5. I bought 5 fucking foundations. Why'd you do that, Hayley? I hear you say. Because L'Oreal is trying to discontinue Pro Glow. What the what? Really? Don't do that, because that means I've got to go and buy 4. So Priceline were having like I think it was 50% off cosmetic sale when I found out this news. So I ran down there and I picked up 4 bottles of 207. This is like the slightly darker shade that I can wear from the range. I love Pro Glow. I think it is absolutely stunning. For a hydrating, glowy, like illuminized foundation, this lasts so well on oily skin. I was like, I can't be without this. I hope they're repackaging and not discontinuing, but I'm pretty sure they are discontinuing, because on the L'Oreal website it says like this product is discontinued, and I feel like if they were just going to repackage it, they would just repackage it. It's like, it's not that big a deal. If they're reformulating it, I don't know how I feel about that, because I think this is already a really nice foundation. Maybe they've found a way to improve on it. I don't know. But on the website, when you go to the L'Oreal Australia website, it says, try our new Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation instead. So it makes me think that this is their new wonder child that they're trying to promote as a be-all end-all. And this was also on sale at Priceline, and they actually had some in stock, so I got one. This is the shade 120. They did have like other shades, but my god, the testers were revolting. They were absolute it was disgusting. I like picked them up and took the cap off, and all around the pump was like caked on thick, dried, chunky foundation, and I was like, I'm just gonna take 120 and leave, thank you. So yeah, I don't know, I just bought 120. I don't even know if it's gonna suit me, but I'd like to try this out because people have been raving about this foundation. So I'm quite curious. I don't know, I'll probably do a wear test on this, but I think I want to try it a few times first to have some feels about it. But I'm really sad about Pro Glow. It's not fair. It's not fair. And if this is not as nice as Pro Glow, which I don't know, from what I've been seeing online, it looks like it's pretty full coverage, whereas Pro Glow has sort of sheer to medium depending on how you apply it, and you can build it up to a really beautiful natural, I hate saying natural finish, full cover foundation, but it's kind of on its way there. Like, it still looks like skin, it looks beautiful. So I don't know, I just dropped everything. This is gonna have some high expectations to live up to, and whenever I have those high expectations, I am usually very, very disappointed in the products. So there we go. So they are all of the purchases that I made in March, and knowing what I know now about my purchases, if I could go back and do it again, I think there's really only one thing that I wouldn't buy, and it would be this, the 79 gel liner from Inglot, the red one. I've got some red eyeliners, red gel liners in my stash, and yeah, look, I've even got 65 from Inglot, and this is more of like a burgundy red. You can see the color there. It's absolutely stunning. But knowing how this looks on the eye with a bunch of different eye looks, like actually having the opportunity to try it out, I've realized that I could have lived without this. My life is not, well, obviously my life is not more full with this. My beauty life is not more full with this product. The Suva one this is the queen. This wears the crown of the red liners in my life. And this one, if I want a darker red, the Inglot number 65 takes that crown. But the 79, I could live without it. Knowing what I know now, I could live without it. However, I wouldn't have known that unless I actually had it to try. So I had to buy it to work that out. It is a beautiful gel liner. Like, the formula is good and all that stuff, don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's not this, and that's what I wanted it to be in a gel form. So, you know, that's sometimes that shit happens with makeup. You think it's going to be one thing and it doesn't quite hit the mark. And I think if you already have a large collection and you are trying to be mindful of what you're buying, then the disappointment can be so much greater based off something so minute. So don't get me wrong, it's not bad, it's just, it's not what I really needed it to be for it to have a major place in my collection. And I think that again is a feeling that I have about the eyeshadows. Talking about eyeshadows earlier, it's just, I think I have so many, and I have so many good ones that I really love, and when you add more, sometimes you realize that it's not actually adding anything. Like, you could live without it and very happily live without it. So I think that's what's going on with me and eyeshadow, and maybe I do just need to not buy them, just cut them out completely. But oh, I don't like the thought of that. That makes me sad as well. So I don't know, it's hard, you know. These are the things, very first world problems going through my fucking head. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave your comments down below. Have you gone off any type of particular makeup item, and not because it's bad or you don't like it, but just because maybe you've had like an overload of it. I don't know. Tell me about your last purchase that didn't quite hit the mark and it really disappointed you, even though there's not actually anything wrong with the product. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.